Hi, it's Playhouse 194, the number one hit music station. Zero and Amy in the 194 Morning Playhouse as we swing into Comfort in Numbers. Now, Comfort in Numbers is when a member of the Playhouse family is like, okay, here's where I am. Has anybody else been there too? And that's where the Comfort in Numbers come in. The rest of the Playhouse family is like, yep, me too. And that gives that circle of support of knowing they're not alone. 237 hits. Certainly text 35270 or slide into our DMs on any of the social media at 194 Official or at 194 Playhouse. So Comfort in Numbers today with Playhouse family member British. She says, I'm never leaving my home again. I am seeing a guy named Brad. I work with a guy named Ben. Long story short, Ben from work has now seen me naked.
Oh.
And not just like a innocent-ish topless photo. No, I went full mirror and posed entirely so. So yeah, that's nice. He responded, wow, with some flame emojis. I sent, oops, I'm sorry. He said, I really don't mind, with more flame emojis.
Oh.
I called in sick today. Please tell me I'm not the first person to have this happen to. So where the Comfort in Numbers comes in is just like you sent a naughty thing to the wrong person. In general, though, how would you ever go back to work? You'd have to almost be like, no, seriously, I promise it wasn't for you. I'm so sorry. Let's never bring it up again, please.
Yeah, maybe just say, my boyfriend's name also starts with a B. That's why. That's so uncomfortable. I feel bad for her. But when you do go back, you just have to ignore him.
How would you ever talk to that human being?
I hope you don't have to. Like, maybe they're on the other side of the building.
Oh, yucky. Can you imagine? I don't think we'd ever saw you again. You'd never come back.
Probably not. I have done this. I can give comfort. I accidentally sent a picture to my teacher.
Uh-oh.
I was in college, so I was of age. I was older. But we were messaging on Facebook over something, and he got a picture of my booty. But it was a good picture, so I didn't care.
So it was a male teacher.
It was a male teacher.
What did he respond when he sent a picture of your booty?
Was this meant for me? I said, no, it wasn't.
You know what the interesting thing is? That he asked.
What do you mean?
That's an odd response. Was this meant for me? Where do you think that conversation would have gone had you said, yes, college professor, that was for you?
I mean, he was younger.
Was this meant for me was his response?
Yeah.
Huh. And you said, no, I'm so sorry. Something.
Yeah, I said, no, I'm sorry. And then I had to go back to school.
Did you feel like there was like weirdness?
Yeah, I would always try to get out of his class, and I wouldn't try to talk to him, and he would always wait at the door for everybody and say how you were doing, good things. And he said, your voice is very evergreen. And I remember that was the last thing, and I just, booked it.
I gotta get out of here. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of there. It's interesting. That's what he said. What a fast. Now, you should reach out. Do you still have this person's phone number?
I don't have his phone number, but we're friends on Facebook. Actually, I don't know if we are friends on Facebook anymore. We're not.
He's probably hurt.
We might be friends on my other Facebook. But we're not friends on this Facebook.
It's a shame.
Do I add him? I can't. No.
Now, was it like bear booty or?
Bear booty.
Bear booty. That's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really awkward. I can't say I've ever sent an accident.
On accident?
No, I can't say I've ever done that. If you get one for me, it was meant for you.
That's probably why he asked.
I mean that in general.
But that's why he probably asked.
Is this meant for me? Hey, ever have an instance where you sent that accidental, like, naughty photo and it wasn't supposed to go where it went? You've seen some people like, yep, I got that Comfort in Numbers.
Yeah, someone said, not a nude, but I accidentally sexted my boss thinking it was my husband. He sent back, I don't think this was meant for me. I sent him the largest apology ever. We never spoke about it. Someone else said, one time when I got drunk, I accidentally posted my nudes on Snapchat on my story. I got a bunch of screenshots. That would be worse than just one person. Everybody that you're friends with on Snapchat.
Screenshot.
And there's so many people. When Snapchat first happened, I would add everyone. There's so many random people I've met in like bar bathrooms or just out at bars. I'm like, add me on Snapchat.
It's actually a really good impression of yourself.
The drunk Amy or just sober me?
Both.
Okay.
They're one and the same, man. They're one and the same. Can you relate to that at all? Can you give her some comfort in numbers? The accidental nude. 237 is for the Playhouse. Gaga, Born This Way.
Mama.
It's Playhouse Y94. Comfort in numbers this morning for Playhouse family member Britta, who explains that she's got a husband or a guy she's been seeing named Brad, a boyfriend named Brad, and a coworker named Ben. And basically explained the scenario in which coworker Ben ended up with some shots, a photo of a very naughty one, and she's wondering if anybody else has ever sent that accidental photo where it's like, oh no, that really wasn't for you. Please, no.
So my boyfriend and I, we've been together 6 months now, but when we've been together a month, and we were kind of sexy texting from the beginning.
Sure.
And so just sending pictures back and forth and whatever. But I was also kind of in the middle of a work thing. And it's this woman who, she at work, she's my direct superior, and she's nice, but we are not friends. You know, we're cordial at best. And so I was basically, this girl from work got a picture of my ass. Basically, I realized once I had done it, I caught it. I was like, oh! And she just gave me a weird look the next day. I tried to talk to her about it because she was being so strange, and she's like, just don't.
Yeah.
So it was a mess.
Yeah.
My boyfriend thought it was hilarious. It was not hilarious.
Yeah. At least it was a female coworker. Does that make it less awkward, maybe?
A little bit. I'd rather it be a female coworker, but not if it's someone you don't get along with. That could be bad.
Well, I guess you can't really answer this. Is there somebody here that you'd just be mortified if you were like, oh no, I can't believe I sent this to you?
I think it would be anyone in this building. The worst, though, I think I would be so uncomfortable if I sent one to one of our sales guy, Don Groth.
Yeah.
If I ever accidentally sent him a nude, I don't think I could live it down.
He would joke about it a lot.
He would bring it up constantly.
And you would think he's making it less awkward, but it would be more awkward.
It would be more awkward, yeah.
I'm so glad. He probably really appreciates the name drop, too. So I'd be the most uncomfortable one now.
It would be. I mean, I think everyone, but how he would respond, I don't think would be good.
Yeah, I think the average person would probably just be like, oh, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll never speak of this again. And they'd move on with their life and feel just as uncomfortable as you.
Yeah.
Not him.
No.
Yeah, you seen some text in comfort in numbers.
Yeah, someone said, luckily it wasn't a nude, but I accidentally sent a sexy photo with some text of me in a tank top to my dad instead of my boyfriend. And he responded with a simple wrong person. And I said, yep, LOL, sorry. Someone else said, not a nude. But I once had a boss ask to see a picture of my kids. And when I pulled up my photos, the first thing that popped up was me in a bra and my underwear for my weight loss progression pics. I would take it monthly, and it was awkward. We didn't say a word, but we both acted like it didn't happen.
That photo, you definitely mean to send it to them, but you did.
I sent it to my mom.
Oh.
You know, she was like, well, what's going on? And my mom is actually a nurse practitioner. So it was easy for me to be like, oh, I have an itch down there. But then she was like, well, why is it hard?
Nope. Sorry, I hung up on you, man. I don't want to hear the rest of that story.
Because his mom works in the medical field, kind of gets a pass.
Yeah, I guess so. Still, no.
I have to take pictures of my downstairs of the progression. I am so worried how it's healing.
And
I'm so worried that someone is going to look at my phone and they're just going to see BH pictures.
Yeah, they will.
And it's not a pretty sight.
Can you imagine if you accidentally uploaded all your photos somewhere or something?
I would be so embarrassed. Every time I have to upload photos, I make sure it's not one of those, or I have to take a picture of what's coming out of my body sometimes to track it. So I'm making sure it's not that as well.
So this is all taking a really odd turn. I'm going to say this to you, Britta. We got you your comfort in numbers.
Yes.
I don't want to think about any of these anymore. Some of them went further than you ever could have hoped to go. So not only did you get comfort in numbers, you can feel better knowing you're not the most messed up person in the room, which is always a good feeling. That's my goal in life. Every room I'm in, I just don't want to be the most messed up one there.
Just go into work and ignore your coworker.
There you go.
Yeah.
At least you know, if you're ever desperate, this person was clearly interested. Clearly interested. Sent all the fire emojis and stuff. Even when she said wrong person, he still was like, doesn't matter. It's good. Just so you know, I liked what I saw. Yeah. Yeah, great. Thank you.